I am a journalist based in Methuen, Massachusetts, about 30 miles north of Boston in the Merrimack Valley, right on the border of New Hampshire and Massachusetts. I've had the privilege, the honor of practicing the craft and the skills associated with news writing and news reporting, anywhere from Portland, Maine to San Francisco, California, Savannah, Georgia, Seoul, South Korea, Italy, Spain, Turkey. I've had a lot of wonderful opportunities over 3 decades, whether that be news, sports, working as a travel writer and reporter. But I've always come back to local journalism because I just absolutely it's what got me into it when I was 8 years old, covering a dog bite scandal on my street in Laconia, New Hampshire. It's what gave me the passion for it, and it's what I keep coming back to time and again. I've had, as a sports reporter, I've had the opportunity to cover World Series, Super Bowls, big events, big teams. But there's nothing more I love than covering local sports. Same thing on a news level. I've covered elections, I've covered national stories, and I just keep coming back to local journalism. It's more important than ever nowadays. Journalism has been really hit hard, and it's been embarrassing to be called a journalist a lot of times. And so I had the opportunity to work as to go to work for Bleacher Report. I was one of their first full-time editors, a national sports site that just absolutely took off because of a simple idea of giving sports fans a new way to get their news and a new way of determining how they get their news and having a say in that. And that opportunity gave me the means for the first time in my life to invest in my dream, which is to start my own local news operation and have a direct say without bosses, corporate influences. Have a direct say in what I present, and we've been able to do that in Methuen. First as a newspaper up here, and now as a through digital journalism. We've done it on websites. We've done it in live streaming. A number of different shows covering current events, local sports, and I've just loved it. It's re-energized my passion for journalism, and it's made me realize how journalism is more important than ever nowadays. And how the sources that you can trust are smaller than ever, even as we get 600 channels and more images hitting us more now today more than ever. And that's why I'm starting this project called the Merrimack Valley Online Journalism Initiative, and MVOG for short. We're starting it as a nonprofit news organization. I really believe strongly in what I've seen outlets such as PBS, NPR on a national level. Locally, we've seen it with WHAV. I've seen examples throughout the country as media conglomerates have bought up news operations, cut budgets, slashed resources, and ultimately killed a lot of these news sources that we used to have. Local journalism is more important than ever, and we're seeing these nonprofit news organizations spring up and be supported, whether that be from just local support, local corporate underwriting that does not influence the reporting, or it be from individual contributors, individual donors. Anything from the power of crowdsourcing nowadays, and the means that I have to reach you. I'm awful at asking for help, but we're gonna need some to get this project started up. We've faced a lot of obstacles here in Methuen. We've had a lot of big stories to cover over the last couple of years. Had to kind of reset a lot of what we were looking to do, because there simply were no sources truly covering a lot of the important stories in our community. And so we're covering good news. We're doing a lot of bringing different people into the ability to host their own shows, to contribute to how the news is reported, but we're covering the important stories too, and trying to do that uninhibited by the ever-growing amount of people trying to influence how you're getting your news nowadays. We wanted to create a trusted source for that, and an impartial source that doesn't shy away from any story, but at the same time gives people a lot of different ways to get their news. So that's what we're doing with the Merrimack Valley Online Journalism Initiative. We're going to cover important issues: local sports, schools, local businesses, food, pop culture, theater, whatever's important to the community. That's what we're endeavoring to do. We started, we've used Methuen in a good way as a laboratory the last couple of years to find what works, what doesn't work, the right ways, or the most effective ways to bring folks the news and get people involved and excited about the news again. And I don't want to be embarrassed. It's been embarrassing the last 10 years or so to be called a journalist, and to see a lot of the evaporation of trusted news sources go away in this 24 news hour cycle, where you're just bombarded with images and opinions, and it's all become white noise. You don't know what to trust, and so people kind of go into their silos, and we don't want that. We want to create opportunities to bridge communication gaps again, and create local news that is trusted and appreciated. We've heard I've had my own setbacks. We've had my own health setbacks, family setbacks. I'm healthy. Very happy to report that my family's healthy, and it's reinvigorated me to really give this everything I've got in this next chapter of what we're doing, and using the latest technology, just what I'm doing right now with you, to cover local news. You see the projects that we've done already. Methuen Today is our latest project. A website, digital journalism, Looped In Lives, a current event show that we stream online. Ranger Nation Radio is all about local sports and local athletes, and promoting what the student athletes are doing. So what we're looking to do with the Merrimack Valley Online Journalism Initiative is to use what we've and learn from what we've done in Methuen, and grow that throughout the valley, and give more and more resources for folks to get their news, and get their news out to folks. So how we're going to do that? Long-term goal, that is going to be through local national grants. There's an ever-increasing focus on nonprofit news, and news that's not influenced by whether it be local officials, local business folks, just impartial, non-influenced, independent news sources. That's what we're looking to do. Crowdsourcing is amazing. I'm awful at asking for help, but I've seen it time and again, how crowdsourcing and the power of just having the courage to ask for some help and getting something up and going, whether that be GoFundMe, Patreon, Kickstarter. And so I'm putting myself out there and asking you for your help in helping me grow this endeavor. Whether it be 50 cents or $2 a month, or whatever you can give. We're asking through this GoFundMe kickoff for your help in getting this operation on firm standing, so that we can focus on growing it, and that we can focus on bringing important news to you each and every day, and really creating a product that makes you proud of journalism again, makes you trust journalists again. And that's a legacy I want to leave for my kids. I'm so nervous about where we are as a society right now and journalism's role in it, and I want to do anything I can, using the skills and the experience that I've had through the years to create that resource. So we hope you'll be part of it. Take a look at what we're doing on GoFundMe. Any questions you have, reach out to me, and we will hopefully hear from you soon. Thanks for your time.